This improv story is based on an idea: a man goes in the wrong toilet. Let the story commence. The guy's in a restaurant. He's called Craig. And he says, "Excuse me, where's your toilets?" "Up the back." He can't see the toilets. He goes downstairs, past the kitchen bit. And then there's another door that doesn't say toilet, but he looks in and it is a toilet. Doesn't say the sign toilets, but he opens the door and there it is. He goes in. Turns out that's the staff toilets. That's the staff toilets. While he's in there, there's a wee tube that goes for that he looks through it while he's doing a shite. There's a wee tube, and he can hear the kitchen next door dead loudly. And he hears one of them going like that. They're going like, "I just pass the salmon. That's going to right. I get defrosted. Well, that should have been defrosted last night. Right. Hold on. It's an order for thing. I need to play off that. Like, here, what's that smell? Do you fart, you cunt?" No. What's that smell then? They can smell Craig's shite going through the tube. Is somebody doing a shite in the toilet? Who's doing a shite in the toilet? Remember we said we're not going to do shites because of the... And then Craig went like, "Here, wait a minute." And he leaned down and he looked through the tube. And as he was looking down, he saw this. There's the tube, right? He saw this. And that is what Craig did. He fell off the toilet pan. He fell off the toilet pan. And the shite that was just coming out his arse got flipped in the air. Whoop, 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 whoop. And Craig, instinctively, he didn't mean it. He went like, "No!" And the shite went right in his mouth. It went splat. And the gravity and the force of it, like that, made it all kind of flat. Just then, the door got kicked in. And one of the chefs came in like that. "Is that you in here, Johnny? What's fucking..." And he saw that it was like a customer. The trousers around the ankles. And he went, Don't move, mate. What's that you've got in your mouth?" And they had a smell and they realised it was shite. And he went, "Don't move." And the chef went like that. "Sally, come through here. This is what I was talking about, what I'm after. This is what I'm talking about, what I'm after." And Sally came through and she went, "Oh my God, just forget about it. Look at the mouth. That's what I'm looking for." And he said, "Would you mind, mate?" And he went and he pulled Craig's mouth apart and pulled out the shite. He said, "Look, see the mould that the shite has made and how it's all flat at the bottom, at the top, because of the gravity forcing it down. I want it like that. I don't want it to look like it's flattened off with a knife. I want it to look like it's kind of flattened down like that. Do you see that? The shape of that's perfect, and it's an ideal mouthful because it's made with a mouth. It's ideal. Excuse me, mate," and they said this to Craig, "would you mind if, after you've tidied yourself up, I'll give you some toothpaste. If we could use you as a mould for our chocolate dessert." And he said, "When?" We, arse hairs were in there. And there's wee bits of, just gristle, just bits and pieces for inside the guts that come out in the shite. Remember, when you shite out, it's not just the food you're getting out, your body also goes like that. See, whilst we're getting rid of some of the food, see while they're getting rid of some of the food that isn't wanted, why don't we shove out some of that other fucking crap for the body that we want to get rid of? No, we've got to go through the proper procedures. Just stick it inside the shite, they won't notice. That's what your body does. Gets rid of like illnesses and things like that, diseases, hardened, like crystallized, sort of hardened and congealed diseases. It gets them out in the shite, sneaks them out. Like we like bubbles it, you know, like caviar or something. You know, you bust it or something or like the wee bit, you know, like brambles. You know, like kind of like raspberries or something like that, and made it each individual thing, and you can bust it in it like that. But like disease, very potent, something like that. If you bust it, you go rub it in between your fingers like that. Oh fucking hell! Like if has your breath ever been sort of smelling, and you're like, what is that? And then you maybe floss your teeth or do something, and this thing comes out, and you're like, what is that? And you go, and then you rub it between your fingers, and you go, oh, for fuck's sake, that's what it is. You know, it's like a sewer. It's like a sewer. Tonsil stones. Aye, like it's like a sewer. You're like, that's what it was. So he had some of that in his mouth, and he said, we'll give you a lot of money if we can just do that right now. If we can make a mould of your mouth right now. So they put in some of that rubber. So they filled it up, they got a mould, and then made a cast, got a cast mould, made that around there, did that, and then so they had the thing they could put the chocolate in every time. They did that eventually. At least that was their plans. That was their plans. That didn't actually happen. See what I just said there? That didn't happen. They said, see, for just the night, could we use your mouth? Because we want to get, we've got an important Michelin star reviewer in the night, and we need to impress him. So they took him through to the kitchen, and they filled his mouth up with chocolate, and brought it out. It was perfect mould, and then another one filled his mouth with chocolate. He kept licking it like that. He went, don't eat it. Don't eat it, just don't do anything. Hard as fuck to have all that lovely sort of soft sort of chocolate in your mouth and no do anything. Hardest thing in the world. It's like having a fruit pastel in your mouth and no chewing it. They made like about 20, 30 of them. And then they said to Craig, right, on you go. Craig said, am I not getting paid for that? They went, you went to the wrong toilet, you actually trespassed. We could get you arrested. So Craig went. And the desserts got sent out. And the Michelin star reviewer had the dessert. Wrote it down, went right up to the chefs and said, I'm not giving you a Michelin star. I'm giving you 3. And everybody loved the dessert. Loved it because of the shape. It was the shape, the way it was flattened at the top, and it was like wee bits and indents at the bottom that just gave it. And they didn't know that was inside the mouth, and that was the tongue. That Michelin star reviewer came back again for a like a kind of like a double check, like a second opinion, but it's his own opinion, if you know what I mean. Just to make sure he was doing the right thing. About 2 weeks later, it wasn't the same. Because the first time around it had bits of shite in it. You know, the remnants of his shite. Just a tiny wee bit. You know how some people put like 90% chocolate shavings in like a fucking chili. Oh, see if you put a wee bit of chocolate in chili, it just gives it that little taste of not just the wee bits of shite. You might think that's minging, but if you ever went past a cheesemonger's, it just smells like your dad's feet. But people are in there queuing up like, oh, give me some fucking cheese. It smells like between toes, your dad's toes. In the same sort of way, see just wee bits of shite, not a lot, but see just wee bits of shite in a dessert. just give it a kind of, oh, what was that? They give it a kind of, have you ever had aftershock? And then you're meant to go like that after it. Or if you had airwaves, chewing gum, it gives it a kind of, your body knows genetically, instinctively something's no right. You're not meant to be eating shit, it's bad for you. And your body knows. But in the same sort of way, your body knows you're not meant to be drinking fucking whiskey. You're not meant to be drinking 40% fucking alcohol. But because of that, your body goes like that. I'm living life on the edge here. I'm doing something for pleasure that could kill me. And that gives you a thrill. But it's so little. Your body just detects there's some sort of danger in there and excitement. It knows it's shite without really being able to taste the shite. It knows. It's like caffeine in Diet Coke. How much is one glass of Diet Coke going to perk you up? No much, but just enough. Anyway, so the Michelin star reviewer went like that, changed my mind. I'm not doing it. You're not getting the stars. And the chefs went like that. Oh well, that's a shame. But then that reviewer went, right, anyway, before I go, where's your toilet? And I went, downstairs. And when that reviewer went down, he too went to the wrong toilet. He went to the staff toilet. Once again, he did a shite. Once again, the smell went through the tubes to the kitchen. Once again, the chefs thought that one of the other chefs, one of the juniors, one of the newcomers was using the toilet for a shite, which have said don't do because the smell comes through the pipes. They came in, they burst in. He fell, shite went up in the air, in the mouth. He spat it out. But he went, wait a minute. And a bit of the dessert that he just ate mixed with the shite and a kind of aftertaste. And he went, hold on. No, you're not getting 3 stars. You're getting 10. 10 stars. And the funny thing is, see, he went like that. By the way, have you got any bog roll? And he went, no, we don't put bog roll in here because then people use it to do a shite. And he went, well, how am I going to... So was a bit like Mars with this? And he like fingered all the fucking shite like that. Just fingered it all away like that. And his fingernails, they just like that. He was fucking stinking, man. Yeah,